everyone, it's Louise from Mind Body Calm Yoga. Today's practice is a positive and uplifting practice as we celebrate our planet, all things in nature, this wonderful springtime, and giving a salute to Mother Earth. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe if you want more videos like this. Click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos, and like the sequence if you've enjoyed it. Feel free to comment. I love the feedback. I love to know how the sequences have helped you, or if it's anything in particular that you would really like me to do, just drop a comment below and I will help as best I can. I hope you enjoy this. So we're going to sit in a nice comfortable seat to start, and we'll just settle the body down. We may have been busy today, so we just need to rebalance our nervous system by taking a few slow deep breaths. So sitting in a comfortable seat, either cross-legged or with the legs out in front of you, whatever feels right for you. We'll just lengthen through the spine, bring the hands gently onto the knees, and let's just focus for a few moments on dropping our shoulders, lowering the gaze, and we'll just slowly relax from the top of the head. Some slow deep breaths, softening the face, jaw, and on the next out breath, really drop the shoulders. Whatever you're carrying with you at the moment, just let it fall away. If you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders right now, see if we can shrug that off. Just for the time we're doing this practice, this is your time. Everything will be waiting for us later, but for now, let's just connect with the breath. Close your eyes if it's more helpful. Take some nice deep slow breaths into the belly, breathing in, and just let everything sink as you breathe out. When you feel your sitting bones connecting to the earth, fully supported by the earth. Bringing everything back into balance, finding a little bit of stillness in the mind and the body. So let's flutter our eyelashes open. And if you sat with the legs out straight, you may want to cross them now, or you can keep your legs straight, but we do need a little bit of space between the knees. So if you are sat with the legs straight, then slight bend of the knees, feet flat on the floor, or we're coming into a cross-leg position. Also, if this is a little bit tight around the hips, and quite often that's the case, you can lift yourself up on a cushion or on a rolled up blanket. So let's start nice and tall. And breathing in, bringing our hands to prayer, and bring our hands to our heart centre. So shoulders are still relaxed, ears stretching away from the shoulders. And breathing in, let's interlace our fingers, and as we breathe out, rock back on the pelvis, start to turn the palms away, straighten the arms, and as we straighten the arms, suck the tummy muscles up and in, and really broaden the shoulder blades, tuck the chin into the throat. And as we breathe in, reach the hands forward, draw the chest through, and then look up towards the hands. And exhale, circle the arms, and we're really going to squeeze the shoulder blades behind our backs, squeeze, and back to centre. So that's one round of our circle of joy. So it's a joyful, uplifting little flow, so let's work through it together a little bit quicker now. So breathing in, breathing out, rock back, nice broad shoulder blades, rock forward, shining the heart forward, gazing up at that sky, and exhale and squeeze. 3 more times. connecting the movement with the breath. And last time, deep breath in. Drawing that positive energy into the body, that cleansing breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And back to centre, and we'll just shrug the shoulders again, shrugging off anything that we don't need anymore. Just let it go. And one more time. And a little circle forward, the shoulders rotate and rotate backwards. Okay. So let's make our way to tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. So really spread your fingers out, nice strong foundation. Knees underneath the hips, top of the feet pressing into the earth. So we're going to take a few rounds of cat and cow, but before we do that, I just want you to sway the hips from side to side. Let's give them a little wiggle, get rid of any tension that you're holding into the hips. Get some nice little sway from side to side. And come back to centre. So roll the shoulders away from the ears, start to draw the chest through, so drop the belly, create that arch in the lower back, slight lift of the chin, gaze is lifted, elbows are in. And as we come into cat pose, let's drop the elbows to the floor and start to rise up through from the belly, lifting the shoulder blades high towards the sky, suck the tummy muscles in, tuck the chin, and to come back into cow pose, again dropping the shoulders down, dropping the elbows down, and we'll flow through, lifting the chest, shining the chest forward. 3 more rounds. Breathing out and in. It's really important that we keep the elbows tucked in so that we're not putting any strain on the elbows. And if you wanted a little bit of a rest, you could go back to static cat and cow if you like. Strong arms. Nice high cat. And back to tabletop. So we need nice neutral shoulders, so we're not sagging into the shoulders and we're not pressing away. So nice and neutral, tummy muscles lifted. And we'll make our way into down facing dog. So this is your first down facing dog. We'll go through it nice and slowly. So let's walk the hands, one hand's length forward, tuck the toes, lift the tummy muscles up and in, and again keep the hands nicely spread, really press into the fingers. And as we breathe in, we're going to raise it up, so push back through the hips. Start lifting the hips high, and as we lift the hips, push into the hands so that the head's in line with the upper arms. If that's too strong for you, come back down onto your knees, walk the hands a little bit further forward, push back, and we'll still get a nice stretch in the back, but just not quite as strong. So let's lift it up, raise the hips, tummy muscles are up and in, keep the knees bent if you need to. It's better to have bent knees than have straight knees and be here. Straighten out the back, lift the hips, and as we breathe out, we'll start to sink the heels away. Doesn't matter if they come to the floor, absolutely fine. With practice, I bet they will. Down facing dog. Okay, so we're going to make our way to the top of the mat. So breathing in, lift up onto the toes, gaze forward, and we'll start to walk ourselves up to the top of our mat. Keep the knees bent, and we'll start to lower the belly down towards the thighs and just let the head go, give the shoulders a shake, maybe sway from side to side. Bend the knees even deeper. We're going to roll up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. Head up last. So the next little flow that we've got is a half sun salutation. But we're going to do it with a little bit of a twist and use a very specific hand mudra. So the mudra that we're going to use is the lotus mudra. So we'll practice that first and then we can incorporate it into our half sun salutation. So lotus mudra, let's just put our hands to our heart centre and keeping the little fingers and the thumbs together. We're just going to open the rest of our fingers so it's like a lotus flower. And as we come into our sun salutation, the first movement is to lift our hands up to the sky. And I just want you to visualise, because yoga's quite a lot about visualisation, it's so important. Visualise that we're growing ourselves, we're growing down from the depth, from the muddy depths, just like the lotus flower does. So maybe you're feeling a little bit down, a little bit low, and just raising our flower up to the sky, and just to visualise how the lotus flower can bloom from those murky waters. We're lifting ourselves up and capturing the sunlight. Okay, so that's filling ourselves with positive energy. So let's do it together. So come to the top of your mat. Well, make sure you've got plenty of space. I'll stay in the centre of the mat so you can see me okay. So we'll start in mountain pose. So feet hip width together, shoulders roll back and down, hands shining forward, palms shining forward, nice strong belly, mountain pose. And breathing in, let's bring our hands to our heart centre and breathe out. And breathe in, lotus flower, so gazing up, following our flower up to the sky. And as we breathe out, widen the arms, lift the tummy muscles, push the hips forward with gentle back bend. Breathing in, back to centre, and this time hands to prayer. And we're going to follow the gaze down with our hands as we bend the knees, hips come back, bring the hands down onto the mat or onto the legs, wherever they fall. Start to lower the head towards the earth. Bring the hands onto the calves. We're going to come up halfway, so straighten the legs, straighten the arms, gaze is down, breathing in and out. And breathing in, we'll soften back down again. Bend the knees deeply as we come back up. And bring our hands back to centre. Okay, let's do that 2 more times. So breathing in, lotus flower. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Come all the way down, keep knees bent. Breathing in, halfway. Half lift. Exhale, all the way back down. Bend the knees. Let's bring ourselves up. Hands to prayer. One more time. Lotus flower, lift. And open. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in, half lift. And out. Bend the knees, swing it all the way up, hands to prayer, and back to the start, hands to heart centre. So we're going to continue flowing, but this time we're going to do a flow called Salute to Mother Earth. It's a lovely, relaxing flow. It's meant to be done nice and slow. So we'll release our hands from prayer mudra, and I want you to bring your left hand into the right hand and create a little bit of like a cupped bowl. Elbows are nice and loose, shoulders are soft, again mountain pose feet, so feet underneath the hips. And breathing in, let's raise our hands up towards our shoulders, so shoulder height, lifting the elbows. And as we breathe out, we want to tip our bowl upside down and push our hands down, straighten the arms. That's our second move. Next move, breathing in, raise the hands up towards the sky. You can gaze up if you like or look forward. And exhale, circle the arms. Okay, so that's our first sequence. Let's do it together. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep it slow, movement with the breath. Breathing in, this time maybe gazing up at the hands. And breathing out. So as we breathe in, we get our cupped bowl. Imagine gathering that goodness up from the earth and pushing it down into our hearts. And reaching for the sky, giving thanks to the sky. And exhale and release. So let's turn to the right side of our mat. And we're going to take a nice big step back with the right leg. Turn the hips forward. The toes can be in about 45 degrees. Make sure you're not wobbly. Make sure you're nice and stable. So push into the front leg. We don't want to be bending forwards. We need to be nice and upright. So let's do the same sequence again with the hands. So our cupped bowl. Breathing in. And this time, as we breathe out, we're going to straighten the arms and bend the front knee. Now it's really important that front knee doesn't come over the top of the ankle, otherwise we can cause ourselves a little bit of an injury. Keeping ourselves upright as well, so we're not folding over. So that lift in the tummy. And as we breathe in, straighten the leg, hands come up to the sky, gaze up if you like, a little bit of test of balance if you gaze up. And exhale, circle the arms. 2 more rounds, so gathering that goodness up from Mother Earth and this time pushing it out to the rest of the world. Giving thanks to the sky and release. 1 more time, breathing in and out. Breathing in, keep that lift in the tummy and out. And we'll swivel around. I'm just going to adjust my mat before it crawls out of the window. There we go, that's better. And we'll turn the other way. So this time stepping back with the left leg, hips are forward, lifting through the belly. Nice open chest, breathing in that goodness from Mother Earth, pushing it out into the world. Breathing in and out. In and out. 1 more round. Breathing in and this time turning forwards, widening the stance a little bit. And this time getting our cupped bowl, breathing in, getting the goodness from the earth, and this time straightening the arms and either staying here, or if you feel you can, really strengthening the legs, lifting the tummy muscles, and we'll swing down, honouring Mother Earth, coming all the way back up, swing, squeeze the legs, and exhale 2 more times, honouring Mother Earth. Last one. And we'll carefully heel toe the feet back together, back to centre. 1 more round. And slowly bring yourself down onto the mat. Take any comfortable seat. Bring your hands to prayer, heart centre, drop the shoulders, lower the gaze. And I want you to think about your favourite place in nature. Maybe it's your garden or a beach by the ocean, countryside. So take yourself there now. Picture all of the wonderful flowers, trees, all of the wonders of nature. Take yourself there now and remember how wonderful nature is. Stay here as long as you like with the breath. Namaste.